Braveheart Nation, and I'm here to answer all your emotional questions. So, within the next 5 minutes, I'm going to want you to start calling us at 888-570-9445. First come, first serve. You will not be rushed. You will be not made to feel foolish, because guess what? We are all going through transformations continually. We all have our struggles. We all have our demons. And understand something. If you're not willing to talk about them and you want to keep them in the closet, they will grow and they will take you down. This is the time to take action. Take positive action. Be the hero. And call in. Ask the questions that can set you free. Because the only true freedom is inner freedom, inner peace. So together, we are going to transform your life and expand your mind so that you and your family can uncover and discover the unseen healer from within. And let me tell you something. Yes, you. Every one of you have an unseen healer. And you have genius inside of you. You have been raised to think that you are dumb, even maybe stupid. I can remember when I used to call myself stupid every time I didn't get something right. And I know that my dad used to call me stupid. Welcome to the family curse. You are not stupid. You are a genius. And I want to unleash that, or at least help you. Together we can unleash that. Understand. You are not your mind. You are not your thoughts. And you're definitely not the story that you've been telling yourself each and every day. Because guess what? Why do they call it his story? Because history is a bunch of BS. It's been made up. Come on. Look at how good these presidents are. They're not. Look how good everything is. It's not. Okay? Corporations and governments rewrite everything. They rewrite everything to control you like cattle. Don't believe his story. Don't believe her story. And definitely don't believe your story until you have taken personal action and have done something like my Braveheart training, where you go through my training 3 times. Hey, listen, how much are you worth? $1.95? Or are you priceless? Because until you have truly taken the time to think about what you think about, you will be everywhere else and everyone else, because you are not in your point of power. And what is that? That's the present moment. How you think, act, and feel is shaping your life at this very moment. Let's rise together right now with courage. And that starts with making a phone call. And that starts with us talking together as friends and as Braveheart heroes, moving forward with our life. No longer scared and in hesitation. 3, 2, 1, I got this. Do not hesitate again. That hesitation that you're doing, you're not hesitating because your life is in danger. You're hesitating because you don't understand that your subconscious doesn't care if you just got a new idea that's going to save your butt. It's just got if, ands, and buts for you that's going to stop you here and now from doing something. Think about the times in your life when you knew you had a brilliant idea, or when you felt so amazing about yourself that you knew that you were a child of God. How long did that last? Understand, your subconscious beliefs are making and shaping you at this very moment. So let's rise together. Let's do this. Do you truly understand that your thoughts are not yours, that they're someone else's, that they were mommies and daddies, the churches, the schools, the government, the systems, the TV you watch every night with the commercials? Oh my gosh, people are actually watching these commercials. Hey, if you want to relieve constipation, take this. But guess what? And then they spend 10 minutes telling you how it's going to probably kill you. So understand something. We're ruled by our subconscious, which is 90% of our brain. Your conscious mind, which is only 10%, is your CEO. But think about it. How many CEOs are there in a company? One. But that CEO, even though it's one person, has the power to rule thousands if that CEO is the master of his or her mind so that they can look after the whole thing. Do you truly understand that the story you tell yourself is someone else's? Do you? Do you understand that your mind is not yours until you have handpicked, created, and dipped every prominent thought in love that lives in that beautiful mind of yours? And I do mean that beautiful mind of yours. It may not feel beautiful right now because guess what? It's conflicted maybe. It's contaminated, okay? It's corrupted because you didn't know how to filter or focus. You know what they say, eh? It's the law of attraction. Well, no, it's not. I want to get rid of that saying, the law of attraction. It's the law of attention. Where's your attention? Is your attention on what's going to go wrong, what's not right, or is your attention only on what you want? Because that which created the universe said, hey, I got one thing to tell you before you go down to planet Earth. Whatever you have the most attention on, I'm going to give you more. Whatever you focus on, I'm going to give you more. So understand, you are the maker, you are the creator of your life. Never forget that your mind makes a terrible master, but an amazing servant. So wake up, show up, and grow up. Braveheart, because you need to. Because you will never reach your fullest potential. But let's try every day. And the reason why you're not going to reach it is because it's unlimited. Okay? You're infinite. Like the universe, so is your mind. You need to understand this. So, here we go. The Braveheart Oath. I am love. I am healed. I am a Braveheart. Today and every day. From the moment I rise until I gently close my eyes, I will create the perfect day on an emotional and physical level. I will totally trust, honor, respect, protect, forgive, and love myself first and foremost before anyone else or anything else. So help me God, because I can. I am healed. I am love. I am Braveheart. When you finally embrace this sacred truth, you will uncover and discover the true you, the authentic you, and you shall be healed. Until then, you will be everywhere else and everyone else. Okay? All right. So let's talk about something. So as soon as anybody wants to call in, feel free to do it. So here we go. We are atomic particles. We are made out of atomic particles. These atomic particles that we are made out of are 99% empty space. Now, what's the most amazing part of us? It's the empty space. You heard what I said. It's the empty space. You know, whether you want to believe this or not, you know, I'll let you play with it, wrestle with it, tug with it, throw it in the garbage, erase it. We only come here as empty space, and we only leave as empty space, and that empty space is called spirit. But meanwhile, guess what? We don't say to people, hey, I want to teach you how to unleash your spirit. Oh my God, no, we wouldn't want to do that. Wouldn't want to get into the true essence of someone and get them to release their spirit. No, wouldn't want to do that. We'll go as far as saying, hey, isn't he spirited? Isn't that horse spirited? Oh my God, look at her. She's so spirited. And it's usually somebody little. Yeah, I kind of mock things and make fun of things. I'm a little sarcastic, but guess what? I'm talking to your subconscious. I'm not talking to your CEO, which is your conscious mind. And understand something. I am spirit. I am spirited. Hey, like that's not obvious. Like you can actually get into my face and tell me what to do. You can actually tell me what I'm going to eat, think, and drink. Like that's going to happen. Good luck with that one. So understand something. This empty space that is your spirit is what? It's frequency. It's light. It's energy. It's photons. Understand something. that same empty space that is your spirit, that houses these trillions of billions of particles that make up your body. And meanwhile, all these particles aren't even touching, but you think they're touching. You actually think that this body is real. This is unreal. The most real part of you is your spirit. But see, you think that what you see is real and what you don't see doesn't exist. And until you understand that what you don't see is real, you don't exist. Well, at least to the point that you don't exist to be the authentic you, to unleash that full power, that amazing ability to create and shape the life that you've always wanted. So that little empty space that's called frequency, energy, and light, guess what it's doing? That's exactly the house that you wanted or the house you didn't want. It's the health you wanted or the health you didn't want. It's the girlfriend you wanted or the one you didn't want. Because, what did I say? Attention is everything. And where your attention goes, these little particles flow that direction. But understand something. Because you're a physical human being now, and we know beyond a shadow of a doubt that on this planet, this game, this adventure, your superpower is emotions. How's that working for you? I'm out of control. That's like almost every member of your family. And guess what? You're all addicted to the chaos because you get an adrenaline rush. And that's how you get off every day. Hey, how do you get off, man? Oh, I get off on freaking out. Let me see. That'll be about 5 minutes from now. Okay, I'll do it with you. You push your button, and then I'll push my button. Then we'll push each other's button. And then we'll just do a big freak out. Sound like your family? So until you understand that your emotions are your superpower, they're going to be your family curse. Welcome to the family curse. So emotion, again, is energy in motion. Whoa! That's that empty space that's in that particle that we never talk about, that who cares about, that doesn't exist. Okay. So that's that energy. So depending on the emotion you have, will depend on what you do with that energy, and it will create whatever the frequency is and the emotion at the vibration it is, or wherever your attention goes. Are you with me yet? So now, oh, remember that spirited little child that had the imagination? Okay. That's having so much fun that you used to do when you were a child, but now you're adulterated? I'll tell you what. I had a teacher that came up to me and told me to stop daydreaming. Probably 2 or 3 times. One day, the teacher came up to me and he said to stop daydreaming. And guess what? Back then, how would you like to be back when I was in school? Okay, I was like about, I'd say 8 years old. And he grabbed my shirt. And he said, I warned you about daydreaming. And he grabbed my shirt and he actually ripped the shirt right off me. All the buttons were ripped. Okay? And then he actually pulled me down to the principal. So anyways, I feel bad for the guy because my mother got really upset with him. And he actually lost his job, right? And then guess what she made me do? She made me go buy cufflinks for him. And give him these cufflinks because he lost his job because of my mother. But I was going to give him cufflinks because she felt bad. Talk about regrets. I'm so sick and tired of regrets, aren't you? Really? Don't they suck? Okay, so anyways, back to what we're talking about. So here's the deal. So imagination, eh? I'm going to daydream as much as I want, thank you very much. And I daydream all the time. Because once you stop daydreaming, okay, you have nightmares. Did you get that? Once you no longer daydream, you have nightmares. You become the bloody nightmare. So I have an imagination, and guess what? I'm going to use it. Because guess what? Whether you like it or not, if you don't want to get into your imagination and daydream and think about what you want and really be creative and go into your fantasy world, then you're not going to make that fantasy world real. you're going to have a bloody nightmare. So understand that you see images before you have a thought. And you're going to see images whether you believe in imagination or not. So you might as well get that because it's scientific. So let's just get down to brass tacks here, okay? All right, and pull our head out of our you-know-what, okay? So we're going to have images, which means we always will have an imagination. But if you want to deny yourself imagination, then you'll have constipation, which will create nightmares. You'll have constipation on a mental level. So now, understanding that we see things in images first, then we have a thought. And then after the thought, that creates what? That creates a frequency. Oh my God, I hate you. Oh my God, I love you. Do you think those aren't two different frequencies? Because there's only love and there's only hate on this planet. There's only two emotions, and then everything underneath it is all those other things we talk about, joy or bliss or happiness, or we talk about sadness or anger or frustration. So there's only love and there's only hate, and then they're both frequencies. So guess what? What did I tell you? That emotion that you're doing is causing emotion, energy and motion in those particles that don't exist. Oh, that have nothing in them. I guess they do. They have the essence of creation. So now that emotion causes energy and motion, which causes that energy within that particle to start moving and grooving. And then guess what? Energy turns into matter. That's right. That's right. So now the energy is going to turn into matter. Hey, and if you really matter, you're going to watch where your image goes, right? If you really matter, because you're either creating a disease or you're creating a healing. You're either creating trauma and disaster, or you are the bliss, the joy, the happiness. You are, what are you? You're the aha moment at every moment, because you understand that the present moment is the only point of power. Do I have your attention? I think so. Okay. So let's understand this. It's this God-given energy that you have the power for. So when you're crying and complaining and explaining about your arthritic pain, your migraine headache, your constipation, your diarrhea, your sadness, your depression, your cancer, you are the answer. And it's that which you cannot see that holds the key to set you free. Scooby-Dooby-Dee. There you go. So understand this. You do have amazing power. And understand also this. 1 out of 10,000 people will actually get to a point that they embrace this totally. The other 9,999 are going to lose themselves emotionally and physically, a piece at a time, to corporate America. You know, there was a time when I used to go, the starving children in Africa. You know how they always try to make you feel guilty. And listen, there should be nobody starving on the planet. And understand, we could end starvation today. So that's all made up too. We can end dis-ease today. That's all made up too. Just like they told us that there's not enough water. Meanwhile, this is a closed system, and the same water that was here when God created this place is the same water that's here is the same water that when he created it. Not one drop is missing. Not one drop. Okay? So understand there's enough food for everyone to eat. We throw 50% of the food out. And I must have stirred somebody up. We have a caller. Jack, would you like to invite our caller onto the show? Hi, caller. How you doing?
Hi, Dr. Wolfe.
Hi.
I'm doing pretty well.
Okay. What did you just say? Can you say that again?
I just joined in. I was busy. I couldn't get on it right away.
No. But you just said I'm doing pretty well. Do you know what pretty well means? That means that
I'm doing great.
I'm doing. No, it's okay. I want you to tell the truth. But you know what?
Okay.
When we tell the truth, it'll show us a level of measurement. And then now that you know your truth and you're just kind of hanging in there and trying to deal with life, Now let's fake it until we make it. Okay. All right.
Okay.
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 All right. Okay. Because you do know
Yeah.
that at one time I could be upset with somebody for at least 3 weeks, and now it's 30 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So go ahead, love.
Okay. So I have a few questions. To
A
start,
few questions. You're amazing.
I
You're amazing. Just bring them on. That's great because,
I love to ask questions, as you always say. You should ask questions.
yes.
I am doing the Braveheart course for the second time around right now, and I have been struggling a little bit with kind of just like a jittery anxiety, and it's just kind of like there throughout the day, and it kind of
Okay.
comes and goes.
Can I say something?
But yeah.
Let me just, I don't mean to interrupt, but it's just that I need to take things at a small piece at a time, okay? Is that okay?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So, you know the jitteriness you have? It's not jitteriness, it's excitement. Okay? So here we go. So, okay. So now I'm getting a little bit nervous because of my job or my new boyfriend or what oops, now it's out. Now I'm out of the closet. There you go. Anyways, whatever. So I'm getting nervous about something in my life. Okay. So as soon as I start to get nervous about something in my life, I go 3, 2, 1. I got this. Okay. 3, 2, 1. I got this. Because as soon as you do that, you take it from anxiousness to excitement. But see, you're not doing that. Now, if you need to do that 3, 2, 1, I got this, because remember what I told you, as soon as you start to feel anxious, your subconscious, if you let it just even smell a little bit of fear, doubt, or worry, okay, or anxiety, it is going to grab it and put it into your subconscious. It's going to grab it, and it's going to stop you from moving forward. But if you do that 3, 2, 1, so you're not doing that enough. And if you say, well, I am doing it, I'm going to tell you that you might need to do it 5 times in that 1 minute period. Just keep doing it. Keep pushing that thought into the CEO, which is your conscious mind, right? And stay in the present moment. Do not allow the subconscious. Teach your subconscious to be obedient. Okay? Become the master of it. Okay? So just try to do that more. But go ahead with because I'm going to keep on if you don't mind, I'll just lovingly interrupt you so that anybody new that's not doing the Braveheart can understand what we're doing, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
I have been doing the love band and the 3, 2, 1. I've got this, but now that you say that, I feel like maybe I just need to say it multiple times over and over again.
Okay, look at how far you've come. I mean, seriously, you should give yourself a pat on the back. Even your voice. You know, when we were first talking, when we first started this, what was that, like 8 months to 10 months ago? I can't remember. Or how far? I can't remember. But the thing is you had a quiver in your voice. Now there's a sense of peace in your voice and a sense of ownership. So I need you to not look at where you're not. I want you to look at where you were and where you are right now and understand that you are amazing. But go ahead.
Okay. I have been doing the breathing a lot more too, but I have a lot of digestive issues, and I had kind of like a little digestive flare up, and that like created a lot of anxiety for me, and then the anxiety made my digestion way worse. And
now
like
we have
constant loop that I don't know how to get out of.
One second. No loop-de-doops, okay? Let's go back to what was going on before you had the digestive bump in the road, okay? So what time of day did it happen? Let's be detective for a second.
Okay. It was just like later in the evening.
Okay, so who were you with? Or who did you talk to?
It's been like almost 2 weeks now.
You what?
So I'm trying to remember. It's been almost 2 weeks now, so I'm trying to remember.
Okay, but understand something. This is what we need to do. When things happen like that, we need to be detectives. Because let me tell you something. Guess what we all have? We have pain body programs. And guess what time it was? Oh my, look, it's 7:15. It's time to push the pain body button and go into my 3 days or 4 days of digestive disorders and not liking myself. So I need to know. Let's just try to see if we can remember.
Okay, so I feel like I definitely know what's contributing it to
I
it
know you know.
to an extent. Yeah, I know that the actual diagnosis itself doesn't, but I do have like gut dysbiosis and a lot
Okay,
of
first of all, we can.
imbalance in my gut.
I know, but we can take care of that. Okay, so we know. Here's the
Yeah.
things that let's talk about it on a physical component. So the curcumin cayenne 5000, the black gold fulvic humic powder, okay, and the
What is
daily
that?
cleansing tea, right? Okay, so those things, and then doing enough structured water, and then whole plant-based foods, and then of course the breathing, right?
Yes.
Okay, so those are starter points. So make sure you're doing enough of those. And then eventually you really want to pick up on the curcumin cayenne, because understand something. If you want to know where the spice of life comes from, it comes from the spices of curcumin cayenne. And when you rev those things up, I will just tell you, I'm not going to make any claims, but I will tell you that if you do the right dosage at the right time, you can see miracles happen. And there's products out there that are 10 times more effective, but they can't touch it with a 10-foot pole. All right?
Okay.
Okay.
My only issue is that I do not tolerate, at least right now, I do not tolerate nightshades at all.
Yeah, but I want you to take one curcumin.
Cayenne and nightshade.
Well, try one curcumin cayenne, okay, at your next meal, and eat it halfway through the meal, and then let me know what you feel like, okay?
Okay.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on.
But I have a lot of food sensitivities because I've
first
really
of
had like
all,
leaky gut.
can we say something?
And
Can I say something?
like beyond just like gluten and dairy, like that stuff I've been off of for a long time.
I understand that, but guess what?
Tolerate, like, yeah.
I understand that, but guess what? How old are you? How old are you?
22.
22, so you're still young, but understand, very young. But understand, at this point in your life, I want you to look back and look at how emotionally sensitive you were to everything. On how you looked, how you acted, what you said to people, and then how often that you actually felt that you hurt someone or they hurt you. That was quite often, wasn't it?
Yeah, very often.
Okay, so there is your whole digestive disorder. So I'm not saying that we can't do things physically, because doing things physically on someone and going in and doing the physical thing first, we see good things happen right away, which then gets you to believe and have more faith in yourself and in that which you cannot see. And then we usually find that we'll work on our emotions, because when you work on your physical, you can only get to a certain point, because the physical is the 99% that you can see. I mean, sorry, is the 1% that you can see, and the 99% of you is what you can't see. So then people realize that it's the emotional. They got to look at it. They want things to change, and that's why. Guess what? You need to understand something. You're 22 years old, and you're amazing. I just want you to know that. I want you to know that 99.9% of the population, if they even wake up, they don't even wake up until they're 50. You're 22 years old. You've got like 28 years on the population. I mean, like, somebody like you can change the world. So I need you to not be hard on yourself and know that your physical body's going to totally heal. And me and you will be talking one day and you'll go, you know what? I've never believed that I could be this healthy. I'm just so healthy, emotionally and physically, Dr. Wolfe. And I'm going to go, yeah, you got this. So anyways, let's keep going though. Keep asking your questions.
Okay. But I think that a lot of kind of the anxiety I have around eating comes from the fact that I have so many sensitivities. And
how much do you weigh?
How
much do you weigh?
Yeah.
How much do you weigh?
I weigh about 135.
And are you comfortable there?
I am comfortable around probably, or no, I guess, actually, no, I'm sorry. I weigh about 130 and I feel more comfortable around like 120. I've lost a lot of weight since changing my diet, but I
Okay.
still have a lot of inflammation I'm trying to get rid of.
Well, no,
So
but this is
it's,
just this
it's
is your
slowly going down.
Yeah, but this is your monkey mind, okay? Because guess what?
Yeah.
Can I say something, and then I want you to take this in and just say no, you're wrong, Dr. Wolfe, or you're right.
Okay.
Have you ever felt good enough about anything? Now be honest here. Just be honest. Be honest.
No, I'm definitely a perfectionist. I think that
No,
I've
you are not a
started
perfection.
to.
You are not a perfectionist. You just what did I just say? You just don't feel good enough. There's a difference.
Yeah.
People that oh, I'm a perfectionist. No, actually, you're not. We all want to do things right. You say you're a perfectionist because you're trying to hide the fact that you're just not good enough. You're not pretty enough. You're not the right weight, and you're definitely not smart enough. So you're not a perfectionist. You just spend time on a unconscious level because it's habitual. When I say unconscious, I'm talking about it's a habit that's right through your body. When I'm talking subconscious, I'm talking your brain, the subconscious part. When I'm talking the unconscious, I'm saying it's such a damn habit because you've been doing it for so long that you're actually just putting yourself down continually. You're not a perfectionist. Everybody wants to get it right. But guess what? It's repetition and rehearsal that gets things right. And if you're not willing to be patient enough or compassionate with yourself, that's because you're just not good enough. And guess what? There lies the lie. There lies the lie. And so whether you want to believe this or not, when you were a little girl, somebody said to you, if you don't do this, nobody's going to love you. Or if you don't do that, you're not pretty, or you're not smart enough. You're not something enough. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I can remember because I've done my work with the Braveheart. Did you do the mind mapping? Did you do the?
Yes.
Did you do the recalling?
I am still in the process of that, but I am like 3/4 of the way through.
Okay, no. Once you start really going into recall healing and mind mapping, and listen, if you do not have a partner, did you do the couples connection with anyone?
I just started.
You know what? You haven't even got out of your diapers yet. So understand something. You are going to get this. You're going to have this. And I'm not saying get going. I'm saying you're doing amazing. But I can tell you the exact night when I lost my spirit. And then I can tell you that after that, I used to bang my head to go to sleep for the next 5 years. How's that? So I went back, and I don't need to forgive anybody about anything because I know that my parents totally loved me. They did the best they could for what they had. My father was a way beyond born-again Christian, kind of part-time pastor that didn't know how to love himself or me. And all he would say almost every other day was he can't wait to die to be with Jesus. And then my mother, right, even though they were together, would hide a bottle of 5-star rye thinking nobody knows about it. And she drank herself into oblivion because her father raped her when she was 12 years old repeatedly, which I never found out until later in life. So you see, once we can take a look at the story without the story becoming us, and we set ourselves free from the story. Because, see, you're 22. Do you have children?
No.
Well, guess what? You're going to be an amazing mother. You're already an amazing person. And because you're dealing with all this stuff, you're not passing on the family curse. Wow. Do you know what the greatest gift of all? The greatest gift of all is learning to love yourself totally. Okay? Whitney Houston, right? Her song, right?
Yeah.
The greatest gift of all. You should play that and meditate on that. But the thing is this. Once you have that, oh my gosh. I mean, look, you have to understand something. All the systems and all the schooling we get is built to destroy that. That's the game. We actually looked at the Planet Earth game and we read the rules and we said, yeah, only a Braveheart warrior could finish this. And you were told that only 1 out of 10,000 people could finish this game, the Earth game, right? And look at how many people don't finish it. Come on, how many people for the last 15 years of their life are in a nursing home, or they're in pain and suffering, or they're dying of a chronic disease? How about 8 out of 10?
Yeah.
Which it will be 9 out of 10 pretty soon, right? So keep going. You're doing a great job. And I think everybody who's listening, I think that they should, really take their hat off to you. So keep going.
Thank you. I'm trying to think of where I was.
So listen, can I ask you what set you off?
Yeah.
Who was it?
Yeah.
Was it a him or a her? Or was it just time?
It was really just my fear. Like, I had so much fear regarding certain foods because I've had to eliminate so many to help my gut.
Okay, so now the fear of the foods
eating,
but the fear of the foods is going to cause you to eliminate them. You know that, right?
So I know, and now I feel like I'm in this cycle where I'm eliminating foods for no reason, and I just can't stop fearing them. But I know I'm being unreasonable.
Actually, you know what? No, you're not being unreasonable. And if I can tell you something, the foods are not the problem. The problem is your subconscious mind is so bloody strong. You know? Like your subconscious mind, if it was a mule and we were trying to get it into the truck, I'd probably shoot it and drag it in, right? So the reality is that
it's been a struggle.
Yeah, so you have a very strong subconscious mind. And trust me, that was only a metaphor. So I don't want anybody to think I'm going to... So the reality is that you need to understand something. The bigger the struggle is, the bigger the reward. That just shows you how powerful you are. So once you actually overcome this, you will have handpicked and created all these new beliefs and put them into your subconscious. Do you know how amazing? And look at a person that's really powerful. If they have toxic beliefs, then they are deadly to everyone. They're like the destructors, right? And if a person has beautiful beliefs, well, guess what? They can just change the world. So that's who you are. So appreciate your stubborn mind, because it's not your stubborn mind, it's your powerful mind. It feels like a stubborn mind when it's not doing what you want it to do. But understand something. The subconscious makes a really bad master. Okay? It makes a really powerful servant. And that's what you're working on. But understand something. If it's really true that your mind is the key to making and shaping and having the most wonderful life in the world, then guess what? How many other 22-year-olds are in the game? How many other 22-year-olds do I know that I'm going to say this, that within another year from now will win this game? Now, it doesn't mean that people aren't going to lie, die, and cry on you and justify on you. But what it does mean is you're going to love yourself enough not to torture yourself anymore, because that's the whole thing about the family curse. And you came from a family, and I'm telling you, whether you want to believe it or not, you came from a family that believed that whoever suffered the most loves the most, and you get the award. So you get first place. Yeah.
How do I kind of go about, like, not fearing food then? Like, where do I start with that?
It's all about attention. Where's your attention? For one thing, you're fixated on this whole food thing. You're just fixated on it. Mm-hmm. So all I can tell you is your attention is in the wrong place. I mean, whether you want to believe this or not, I can't make anybody believe this, really. But, okay, so it's now 10:40. I've drank 2 quarts of water with some humic fulvic, some super mix in it, okay? And I haven't done anything else. So when I'm done here, I'll do another quart of structured water with maybe some, just another quart of structured water with nothing in it, actually. And then what'll happen is I'll do a blender drink probably around noon. And then I'll have one meal later today. And I'm telling you the God's truth. That's how I live. So, but understand, this is years of, because, You have to understand something. Where other people are tired, I need to eat. Where other people are stressed out, I need to eat. Where other people are bored, I need to eat. Where other people have monkey minds, I need to eat. Right? I just go,
Yeah.
I got this. And remember something. Remember those particles that had that energy in? Remember something. It was emotion that charges them up, and it was emotion that sucks them and drains them. Let me tell you something. The last time that you got really excited, how did you get 3 times more energy is faster than the speed of light? Because that's what you are. You're a light energy being. That's why you can have 3 times more energy faster than the speed of light, because you're an energy light being, 99% of you. And when you get depressed or something doesn't go your way, how come 3/4 of your energy just leaves like that? Or when you get angry, you go, and then you can do it for like only 3 to 5 minutes. And once you're done, how much energy you have? You're like this. You cannot hate on yourself and expect to be supercharged. That's it. And you hate on yourself a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you do. You're just not good enough, girl. You're not a perfectionist. You're just not good enough. And you know what? That is the lie. The big one. And you need to understand. You know what? That's the old me. I got this. I'm amazing. And then I want you to go over and walk over to a mirror, and you just look in that mirror and you go, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And
So I
that's
should just keep
how
on doing
you
as much
do it.
mirror work as I possibly can.
Pardon?
So just keep doing as much mirror work as I possibly can.
Oh, yeah, and guess what?
keep
Do you
doing
know why
above
you want to
stand.
do it? You want to know why you want to do it? Because your parents told you to stop doing it. Because I can remember when I was younger, we had a mirror on the way when I'd walk out the door. And I'd look to see if my hair was good, just when I was still a teenager, but I was starting to get a little bit hormonal, right? Every hair had to be in its place, and oh my God, was there a pimple? And I would look in the mirror just to go, yeah, and you know what? And you know what my father said? What the hell is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Are you that conceited to look at yourself in a mirror? And that's because my father hated himself. I raise my children and tell them to look in the mirror before they go out, and let them and go and look in the mirror and go, you got this. I love you. I'm going to protect you and respect you on this little journey when I leave the house. You know what? Adults do not know it, but they treat their kids less than dogs sometimes. They think because they can bring them into this world that, you know what, they can talk down to them. But they don't mean to. They love them. It's just that you can only express and give what you have. You can't give anything different. That's why I love you so much, because you're working on all this. Just look what you're going to have to give. Wow.
Yeah.
So what are the questions you have?
I guess this is still along the same lines, but we had talked about this like a few months ago, I think, in one of the Q&As, but I had like completely pretty much decreased all of the carbs I was eating to really work on my gut, and it really helped, but I just like don't know how to get, like, I fear putting them back into my diet.
Well, I think that
It's
ancient.
like, I don't know
I think
why.
I think that ancient grains and even yam, you know, why not?
I really can't tolerate grains right
Okay,
now.
you can't
still.
tolerate them at
I've
all.
tried.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then don't.
Not yet.
Everybody, see, that's the thing. Everybody's different. Okay, everybody's different. So
Yeah.
you know where you're at. You know, if I could say one thing, and if we could get off the food thing, because I mean,
Okay.
we can talk about it and you can call me, but the main point of today is this: is you're fixated on the food.
Yeah.
Do you know how much stress? Hold on. Do you
Can I
know do you know how
okay,
much
go ahead.
stress you're causing in your digestive tract? Do you know how much digestive juices you're running all the time every time you run fear? You're actually breaking your digestive tract down. Do you know when somebody says, I feel nauseous, I feel sick to my stomach, I feel like I've got knots in my stomach? Well, that's you. That's where you're at. You've got knots in your stomach.
Yeah.
And you do that. And you actually do that over food. But you need to understand something. That's how powerful your subconscious is. It does not want you to find your authentic self. It is really scared of the Braveheart way training that you're doing. I mean, it's really scared of this online training you're doing. It's crapping its drawers. You need to talk to your subconscious and tell that you know you love it, but that you are the master. And you need to just keep practicing. You need to trust me on this, that the food issue is not as big as the subconscious issue that's ruling you right now. The issues in your tissues are from the issues in your subconscious. I'm not trying to minimize this, but I have to, because that's all I can feel from you.
Yeah.
And do you have a boyfriend? Do you have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you guys do anything together? Are you guys active?
Yes.
No, I didn't mean that way. But it's okay. I meant, are you active with sports or doing things active, and stuff like that? Okay, all right. Hey,
yes.
Thanks for that. You know what? I couldn't. That was great. Okay. So, anyways. So the whole thing is that I think that you have a very active mind, but you need to be more active physically. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. So do you actually exercise every day?
I do.
No, you don't.
Well, I
No, you don't.
do, but yes, I do. I really
okay,
do.
what do you do? What do you do?
The thing is,
but the thing.
I take at least a 30-minute walk every day.
That's not exercise.
Okay.
That's
I
not.
just started to try to do more exercise. I had serious chronic pain, and I really feared the exercise.
Okay, first of all.
And so it's been like a huge mental battle for me getting back into exercise.
Why aren't you doing yoga then?
For a time, I thought that I caused my pain by exercise.
Okay, first of all. So what I want you to do is get yourself a foam roller.
Okay.
Get yourself a core twister. Did you buy those yet?
I do have a foam roller.
You're not using it.
The only thing about foam rolling is that when I first started having chronic pain 2 years ago.
Okay, but we're not talking about, we're not there now.
Got it when I know, but it started like I got a really bad pain in my back right after foam rolling.
Okay, well.
And I know it's not the foam rolling, but now I have this bad association with it.
Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to just go and sit on your foam roller and talk to it. Because it's not you that has the bad association. It's your subconscious not wanting you to become that lean, keen, energetic machine. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay? Maybe you need to sleep with your foam roller tonight. You know?
In the past.
Okay, first of all, let's just move forward. So I need you to start foam rolling, even if you're going to do it for 30 seconds, and then find out that you're not going to injure yourself.
Okay.
Even if you just roll your bum with it. Understand, this is all subconscious stuff. Then get yourself a core twister. Take a look on my website. And then, take a look at the rebounder we have. We make the best rebounder in the world. And if you were to start rebounding, core twisting, and foam rolling, guess what would happen? Are you ready for this? Your food sensitivities are going to go away. Guess what happens when you go walking? Do you want me to tell you? And then you can tell me and everybody out there in Braveheart Nation land that I'm wrong. When you go walking, you try to figure out everything you're going to do for the day, all your problems, and you stress the living crap out of yourself. I don't want you walking anymore. You are not allowed to walk except if you're going to the bathroom.
Okay.
I'm done. So I need you to start doing core twisting, light rebounding, foam rolling, and I need you to start doing yoga where you start connecting your breath to your body so that you can release all this, so that you can lengthen, strengthen, open up, and just open up that beautiful flower that you are. You know what? Walking is dangerous. Walking is very dangerous. Oh, I walk for 2 hours. Yeah. And you can just tell people, they're just like so stressed out. Always trying to figure out how they're going to, figure out life or take the shortcut or find out what they did wrong or how they can do it right. And, you're not in the present moment, are you? The whole time you're walking, you're looking in behind you and you're looking in front of you, but you're not even in the walk. And that's why I need you to do exercise where you're totally invested in your breath and that your heart rate is up and your pulse is up. Understand something. I need everybody to get this right now in Braveheart Nation land. And that is this, that if you are not exercising where you're getting your circulation going, where your pulse is up and running, then guess what? You're not making new mitochondria or waking up the mitochondria that live in your cells that create all the energy and create the ATP that gives you energy. Walking. I go walking. That's the go-to for everyone. I just need to go walk, be by myself, and figure out all my problems. You don't have any problems. Really. If I were to look at the problems that people have out there, I've got bills. So what? I love bills. Because you know what? When I got bills coming in, it means that I'm making money and I can pay them. I'm abundant. Okay? So there's people in my life that are sick. There's always going to be people in my life that are sick. Because there's people in my life that have sick minds. Am I going to be able to change them all? Let me tell you something. I can't even change my children. I can't change anybody but myself. But my children will change through osmosis or living with me because they're not going to live with me and be little terrorists or big terrorists. So the reality is this, is that, you know what? We have to get out of our own way. You need to start exercising. And that's what I'm telling you right now. Okay, you start exercising and I'll make you a deal. Start tomorrow and you can come on Braveheart Nation. We can talk about this every Braveheart Nation, but I will tell you that by next week, if you were to do 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes at night, and if you want to call me at the office, I'll show you the exercise program. And I'm actually going to put my exercise program in my Braveheart course. I'm going to show exactly what I do.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you something right now. That's the next time I shoot it. So, but understand, everybody needs to join my Braveheart if they want to change their life. They really do. I'm going to make I think it's the best course in the world emotionally, and I know it is. But I'm going to make it even better. And it's always going to change. Like I just changed up the Braveheart manual. I'm putting in a new manual in 2 weeks it's going in. Right, Jack?
That's right.
Okay. And then we're reshooting Braveheart actually and going to try to see if we can have it ready by January. Right, Jack?
That's right.
Okay, because why? Because Darrell's always changing, so Darrell's always going to change. So we're going to keep changing. We're going to keep growing. Okay? But you're not going to grow if you don't get going. So, anyways. Yeah.
Okay. So the physical pain that I had in the past was from emotion and not from the working out that I was doing.
Well, what was happening is the working out was probably contractual. So what kind of work, if you were working out where you were like, let's put it this way. If I'm all knotted up emotionally, and then I go and I do these contractual exercises, or I do this fast calisthenics things, I'm always contracting. And that means I'm making a fist out of every muscle. Where's the breathing and the lengthening and stretching and the relaxing before and after the exercise? Where's that? So you know what? Okay, let me just say this. If you take a look at our world, it's all about contractual exercise. It's all about pushing yourself to the limit, extreme, ripping and tearing, and staying contracted. Yes, you got to pump on. You pumped your muscles, but you're still like this. And you know what? You create more acid. And you don't want more acid in your body. We want to be alkaline. And the only way to be alkaline is to have flow. And the only way to have flow is to lengthen, strengthen, stretch out, right? And breathe. And even make a noise. Or would we rather do this? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh yeah, I got this. I'm going to work now. Whoa, ah, whoa, ah. And then you stay really tight. And because you're tight physically, you get tight mentally. And because you're tight mentally, you become tight physically until you have a heart attack, until you have a stroke, or until you blow up at someone and then you have regrets and then you're saying, I'm sorry, because you didn't open up and let go. and go with the flow.
Okay.
All right. How are we doing?
Pretty good.
No, we're doing amazing.
Very good. Amazing.
Amazing. You're not allowed to say anything but amazing, or you can't come on the show anymore. Okay, you're making me look bad. People are watching this. You're supposed to be already cured. Okay, let's go. I'm kidding. So, what else do you have to ask me?
I guess my last thing is just, I feel like sometimes I struggle when there's like something I know that I really want to do or accomplish, and I'm working on the law of attraction and just like believing in it and letting go, but I'm having a hard time with the just letting go and letting it happen part.
Well, that's because guess what? You're not. Where's your attention? Your attention is that you're probably going to fail. I keep telling you, 3, 2, 1, I got this. 3, 2, 1, I got this. You just keep. Listen, if you don't want to keep doing this, I can't help you. You know what? You can be in 20 years, 30 years of therapy, or you can just do the 12 self-loving steps and really hit them up. Hey, did you put the sticky notes at eye level in every room in your apartment? And they're only about 4 inches apart and they're everywhere?
I did. I put them everywhere.
Okay, you need to do that. Well, then you're going to get this. You're 22. You know what? I'm jealous, and that's not good for me, but I'm jealous. I'm envious about you. You know, you're going to get this. No, I'm not really jealous. I'm happy for you. But I think it's amazing, and you're going to do well. See, the thing is this. As soon as you really want something, okay, now tell me again if I'm right or I'm wrong, okay? The bigger the dream for you, the more you focus on, I'm probably going to fail.
Yeah.
Welcome to your insane world, okay? You've got an insane world. Let me tell you something. Whether or not you want a house or you want to buy a mouse, it takes the same energy for both. And it's called, where's your attention? I want a house, but I'll never have one. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's right. You never will. Well, maybe if my mom dies. Well, she probably won't. That's how bad your luck is. Okay. No, I'm kidding. But here's the deal. So that's all it is. If you could just focus on what you want, you're just going to have it. That's it. And with all your heart, and to know, guess what? You also have to, here's a problem. And do you want to know what that is? You don't deserve to, you don't deserve to be successful.
Yeah.
Do you deserve to be successful? Do you deserve everything? Do you deserve a nice boyfriend? Do you deserve a nice husband? Do you deserve healthy children? Do you deserve a great job that pays great money? Do you deserve success with everything you do? Say it. Come on. Right away. Come on. Let's go. What's your answer?
Yes, I do.
Okay, but do you see how I had to pull that out of you? Did you see how
I know that I do, but I still have a hard time believing it.
Okay, that's all I want to say. Until you stop having a hard time believing it and putting your attention there, okay? So there you are. So you got victimitis.
How do I stop that?
Well, you stop it by stop talking about it and only talking about what you want. And continually doing the love band, life band, and being patient with yourself. And when you find yourself talking about how you don't deserve it, because that's when you don't deserve it, then how can you allow it? Until you deserve it, you can't allow it. So you have to understand something. Don't ever forget this. This is what my creator told me when I was on my way down here. He said, "Oh, Darrell, wait, before you go." And I went, what's that? Only one thing. You just have to remember one thing, because I'm gonna wipe your memory clean. But try to remember this one thing. Whatever you focus on the most, that's what I'm going to give you. Wow. Really? Yep. Because I'm busy building a universe, which is your sandbox for infinity, so that you can just keep on having more experiences, so that you can grow and expand your conscious mind forever. Thanks. See you in about 100 years. Okay. So that's the reality right there. So whatever you focus on, that's what you're getting. So, if we sit here and talk, me and you, about why you're not getting what you're not getting, then you're not going to get what you're not going to get. If we talk about that, that's all you should do, and you just stop talking, please stop talking, and just start focusing on what you want, I promise you'll have it. But please just have the patience to know, wow, and every time just go, wow, my subconscious is super strong, like Dr. Wolfe said. So that means I need to be compassionate and patient, because once I replace all these belief systems, just like he said, the more stubborn it is and the more powerful it is, the more powerful I'm going to be. Wow. That's amazing. So you need to look at what's really going on and how that's a benefit that it's not changing right away, because that's how powerful you are. And that's it. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
I think that's everything.
Well, it better be. Holy smokes. No, I'm kidding. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Okay, so never forget what you are. What are you? You are...
I'm total love.
Yeah, you are a Braveheart. And someday you're going to be a
Yeah.
lioness, okay? So don't be scared
Okay.
to just find your roar and start really demanding in your life what you want. Make a list of that. And the other thing I tell people too, which people don't tell people to do, but make a list of the things you're going to stop doing today. Okay? So I want you to make a list of the things you're going to stop doing today, and then throw it in the garbage, or if you need to leave it up for a while until you get it. I'm not going to do this. That's not wrong to do that. It's not focusing on the negative. Oh, let me take a look at the list of the things I'm not going to do today. And those are the things that are actually bringing you down. So I've got the list of the things I'm not going to do today, and I've got the list of the things I'm going to do today. Give that list that you're not going to do a little bit of attention, but give the one you're going to do a lot of attention. All right? Have a beautiful day.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, you're so welcome. Let me know how you're doing, okay? All right. Well, there you go. So you see, I bet you saw a lot of her in you, no matter who you are, because we're all going through the same adventure. We came down here to fall. Now we want to learn how to fall forward. And then when we do fall, we're going to just dust ourselves off, and we're just going to get up, and we're going to go 3, 2, 1. I got this. So if we don't have any more callers, I think we've had a really good show today. I really enjoyed it. I think she's amazing. And I know you're amazing. And if you don't know you're amazing, please start working on it, okay? Because as soon as we have 30% of the population believing that they're amazing, this whole world's going to change. But until then, you're only responsible for yourself. And if you learn how to change your personality, just parts of it, you'll change your reality. So have a beautiful day. God bless. And if you have the time, join us on Thursday for Dr. Tony Jimenez, okay, for Hope for Cancer Q&A. And just so everybody knows, last week we had 20,000 people watch the show. And it's probably up in, who knows, I don't even know how many people have watched it by now. So that was, well, actually that'd be 2 weeks ago. So 2 weeks ago, we had almost 20,000 people watch that show. So understand something. The answer to cancer is you. Okay? The answer to disease is you. The answer to abundance is you. The answer to a beautiful life is you. Okay? Because you are the universe. Thanks for joining me. God bless.